You're right there.
I'm going on full review.
Yeah. Right, okay, we're at George A. Green's, and I tell you what a pleasant, it's got a nice car park, the staff were lovely, it's got benches out the front, it looks great, the whole place looks great. Beef dripping, a dark batter, which I'm told is just the way they process. It's not necessarily any secret thing, it's just more of something and less of something else. But they get a dark look for it anyway, and the food looks fantastic. Look at this plate, by the way. Okay, my wife bought me that, and we're going to get this fish on here. Oh, part of it's missing. Let me just get it off here. Onto this, look at that. That's the special fish. Now, from what I could work out then on the menu, £8.50. Look at the size of that. Of course, the proof's always in the tasting. Now, I'm going to get stuck into this first because I want the batter to be as crispy as possible. Wow. Let's get stuck into that. Oh, absolutely delicious. And try a bit more of this fish. That is delicious. That batter.
What do you think?
Well, so far so good.
Best I've ever had.
Only got to the fish at the moment.
Right.
You've got special, haven't you?
That's just, yeah.
We've got special. We can't
Well,
eat it all.
That's 2 halves of it still. We've only eaten about a quarter each, if that.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
We started doing this in February, getting out and about, seeing a bit of the UK,
Yeah.
visiting our traditional fish and chip shops,
Yeah.
trying to support them, trying to promote them,
Yeah.
because they're going. And
Yeah.
we don't want to see them go.
Do you like cod or haddock? We like haddock.
I like haddock, and I don't mind it with the, it's a little bit sweet. I don't mind it with the skin on it.
Can I just say you've got gorgeous hair?
Thank you.
My husband always,
Oh,
my husband always comments on hair. He's always sort of
I'm
telling
a
me
hair
about
person.
he is a hair person, but your hair looks lovely, your highlights and everything in it, really nice. Suits you.
Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
Yeah.
Pleasure.
I mean, I'm on a fish and chip site on internet, and this place, honestly, everybody raves about it.
Yeah. Just get it while it's warm.
nice
Just want to say
to
that.
meet you anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, okay, so I'm going to try and transfer this onto this paper. So we're going to eat that in a little bit. Oh, wow. Have a little bit more of this. That was nice speaking to that lovely couple there, and they come up from Leeds, or over from Leeds. This is a fish cake, otherwise known as a Yorkshire fish cake. 2 slices of parboiled potato with fish in the middle, battered. Let's cut this in half. Look at that. Look how thick that fish is. Wow. The fish is taken apart like you would a fish cake, like a mash almost, a shredded, and the potato is tender. Check out this curry. Oh, that's nice. That's a proper chippy curry. Oh, yeah. I'm going to dip a bit of this batter in here. That is delicious. Apparently I caught it on a day where there's not a queue out the door. Please look at that. That's a portion of scraps. You know what? That's like a small fish in some places, that. Right, okay. We got there potato scallops. Dip a little bit in this curry. While we were in there, there was chatting about rugby. And I was asked, have we got Duffy back? And I think he was referring to John Duffy. I was brought up in Australia. We only had Aussie rules. Nobody played soccer back there. So I couldn't get into it when I got to the UK. So rugby it was. I mean, that was the closest thing to it. I still can't get into soccer or football, if you like, but I like to watch the big games like England versus. Let's try these chips. Twice cooked. Look at the colour of them. Mm. It's like butter inside. when I normally have chips dark like that, they're usually burnt. That's not the case with this. This is just the colour of them. And they're gorgeous. Nice and crispy. My wife likes all these little bits. All these tiny little bits. So I like the big plump bits. Everyone's super friendly. Now, they didn't know, obviously nobody knows we're reviewing until we've got everything in our hands in the bag, ready to go, to take away. I left my wife in there. I managed to set up some of this gear. Then my wife came out with the bag, and that's the only time, because I like to do things incognito. Back to the computer, look at some reviews. I'll write my own. See you there. 2-star. Opening times, 11 AM till 2 PM for the lunchtime. After travelling from Huddersfield, we were disappointed to be greeted with the shutters down and doors locked at 1:30. Long way to travel for the shop to close early. Won't be making the travel again. 3-star. Spot on, expensive, but worth it. Compared to the Chippies I usually go to, or I've been to mostly, everything you saw on that video, 17 quid in total. £8.50 for that great big fish. Less than £3 for that giant fish cake. 4-star. An iconic takeaway chippy for enthusiasts of fish and chips. Small shop, but extremely busy. Cash or bank transfer only, no cards. Limited menu. Fish and chips, £8.50. Yorkshire fish cake, £2.90. Sausages and potato scallops also available, but unsure of the price. Portion is good for the price and very tasty. The batter is darker than most. That doesn't affect the taste. For me, the batter scraps were sensational and free, well worth a visit. Parking, quite a large car park at the rear, which it has, where we did the filming. Mine, 5-star. The first thing to note is that the dark batter is somewhat of a tradition at George A. Green Fisheries. I've only come across one other chippy that deliberately uses such dark batter, and that was delicious as well. Encased within what resembles a crunchy protective shell was a succulent, fresh fillet of haddock. I opted for their special, which here is a large battered haddock. The fish cake, or Yorkshire fish cake, consisted of 2 tender slices of potato, sandwiching delicious shredded fresh fish, once again enveloped in that crispy dark batter. Given the appeal of the batter and the beef dripping, I couldn't resist ordering a portion of scraps too. The potato scallops and the chips were equally delightful, with the chips boasting a buttery interior and a crispy exterior. The staff were pleasant and polite, contributing to the friendly atmosphere. The shop itself is clean and tidy, housed in a standalone building with tables and benches outside, and a large free private car park at the rear. Cooking in, beef dripping, hygiene rating 5, cash or bank transfer, fish reviewed, special haddock. So at least I know that a special in certain places could be a battered fish, not necessarily a breaded fish, which it was in parts of Scotland that I visited recently. So yeah, fabulous. Call in there. See you on the next one. If you like this video, subscribe, share it, like it, hit the notification bell, and if you have any recommendations in your area, put them in the comments. Thank you.